Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. If you happen to be stopping in for the very first time, my name is Chuck. I am a LTL driver for a company called Estes Express. I'm actually in the line haul division, and I'm getting my day started. Yeah, don't worry about the bugs on the windshield. We're going to take care of that right now. My 10-hour break is up. For those who you may not know, I'm what's called an extra board driver, where I go out for 5 days and basically just go from terminal to terminal, shuffling freight throughout our network. And I stay in a hotel after, my day is done. And so my 10-hour break's up. They don't have me pre-planned on anything. I did call Central. They said it may be another hour and a half. But that's going to give me some time to come down here to the Blue Beacon, get this girl washed, and then I'm going to go fuel up, because our newest terminal here in San Antonio does not have fuel yet, as of right now anyway. I'm sure it will here in the near future, but currently it doesn't now. So I'm going to go over to the TA, which is where everybody goes from that terminal, and then I'm going to head over to the terminal. While I'm going to add a touch bit of oil, and by then I'm hoping that they've got some. If not, then I'm going to call them and say, hey, let's go. But so yeah, that's where I'm headed now. I'm on Rittman Road, I think is what it's called. And so yeah, I'm kind of going the back way to there's a Blue Beacon not very far from our terminal, so it's kind of working out really nice. But yeah, that's I'm going to bring you along for today's journey, see where we're going to go, and we'll get over here and get this truck washed. Hot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how shiny she is. I got some dirt paint or something, but she shines up pretty good. Thing looks good on there. Okay, we're gonna go put this in front of 297718. See, last night when we came through, if you didn't watch the last video, I was in here last night. It's a little harder to see, but like anything that they have a problem with or they're working on, they put it along that back fence. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense to put it over here, but it showed that it was over here. But again, it's... Oh, look at this. Right there it is. I guess the GPS was right. So that's our rear trailer, and that trailer was built here. Kind of odd that they put it over here. I always kind of give it a test, see how far. So I need to lower that trailer just a hair. You never want to really high hook these, even though it should be okay. I like for it, when it goes up underneath it, to pick the landing gear up a little bit. Right there. Okay, there's one trailer found. Let's go find our lead.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn.
Alright, we're about 84 miles from the Laredo terminal. I've never been this far south of I-10. Man, there's some big old cactuses out here. Off to the side, I know you guys aren't going to be able to see them, but they're off to the side. I can see them back over there, just big old cactus. The kind that are kind of, they flower up from the ground, not the real tall kind you see like in Arizona or something. They look like they would do some damage if you was to get into one of them. Yeah, not a whole lot out here, that's for sure. Not for sure where this checkpoint is, and I don't know if it's a checkpoint that just catches you when you're coming out, or if you also got to go through it going in. Anybody here watch the channel from this area? Or been down to this area? I was hoping they was going to send me to Corpus Christi. I've been wanting to go down there. But most likely, this is a terminal that receives a lot of freight. They really don't pick up much freight. The freight they do pick up, they have their own drivers that usually bring it up. So a lot of times when you're an export driver and you bring freight into Laredo, you usually leave with empty trailers going back up to San Antonio, or they could send me to Houston, maybe straight to Dallas, but we'll see. All right, we're almost to the terminal here. I've just turned into this like commercial division. And anybody who has a small terminal in this place, start looking for Estes stuff. Should be right here. Yep.
Arriving at Laredo LRD 168 on the right.
What it looks like is all of the pups are on this other side over here. So what I'm going to do is that rear trailer that I have is going to McAllen, Texas, and was built in Mobile, Alabama. And this lead trailer is actually this terminal's freight, built in San Antonio. So we're going to break this stuff down. That way it's a little easier to maneuver in here. Alright guys, I will see you here in a minute once we get this broke and get a hold of Central and see what we're doing next. Alright, we've got our dispatch. I was unable to self-dispatch because this place has a problem with the geofencing here. So like I came in and it wouldn't let me arrive. It says I was arriving at a different terminal. Guy inside said, yeah, they've been unable to get that fixed. So he had to do everything for me, and like I said, we grabbed some empties. Central Dispatch sending us back to San Antonio. You know, Laredo, one thing I noticed even at 10 o'clock at night, it's amazing the amount of trucks here, the amount of freight that comes into this area and then is sent up into the into the rest of the U.S. Everything from rail to, I mean, you name it. Just amazing what truckers move throughout this country. I know before I got my CDL, you get so used to just going and doing things, going to the store, buying things, doing whatever, and then you don't realize all the work that goes into just the logistics of making that happen. Wind's starting to pick up.
Take the exit on the left toward I-35.
Yes, ma'am, we'll do it. XPO, move your way on in. Oochie on in there, Big Daddy. It's alright. I'm gonna blow by you when we get up here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. To the checkpoint. It's kind of more of a like a border patrol type deal. $765 CDLs are revoked. It says if you try to sneak illegals by, you will lose your CDL for life. I think most of this is just so they can take your picture. There's a lot of trucks come through this mud. XPO wasn't gonna let me over. He's like, hey, you gotta return the favor, Big Daddy. He just mad because he got blown by, and he's like, I gotta get in front of that Estes driver. All right, guys, we are 134 miles from the terminal, so I will see you when we get there. Alright, I got to San Antonio and was having problems with PeopleNet. Central couldn't send me nothing. It was just, dashboard wouldn't work. I walked in there and talked to the guy and over here at the San Antonio terminal. He goes, where'd you just come from? I said, Laredo. He goes, well, that explains everything. He goes, that place is like the Bermuda Triangle to messing up people's stuff. So he went there and did some things to it and was able to get me back online. He said when you get to Dallas, which is where I'm going now, make sure that they arrive you, and then that should have everything reset, and then tomorrow when you get up, everything will be good to go.
You are on the fastest route.
Okay, Nagatha, we know. so that's what we got going on. We got 275 miles to the Big D. That's where we will be shutting down. Probably. So yeah, I'll probably stop at a Love's between here and Dallas just to top off on fuel. Maybe grab a snack. Just simply because yesterday when I was in Dallas, their pumps wasn't working, and I'm gonna be pretty close to E by the time I get there. And I don't want to take the risk of, you know, them not having any fuel. But I think that's going to be pretty much wrapping it up. And I will see you guys tomorrow whenever I get back up and we see where we're headed. But guys, until the next video, I hope each and every one of you have a blessed rest of your day. And remember this, life is truly short. Make sure you make it sweet.